Lesson number 4, build the epic, not the episode. I love J.J. Abrams. How many of you have already got tickets to Star Wars? I guess they're available now. How many of you, though, remember Lost, the old TV series Lost? Did any of you guys remember a beautiful blonde doctor named Juliet? Well, she's a really good friend of mine. Her name is Elizabeth Mitchell. And I'm bringing her up for a reason because there was one time, and you probably remember this, where they killed her off, right? And so I had dinner with her, and I said, Juliet, did you know you were going to die? And she said, no, not until that very episode. So the point here really is that J.J. Abrams knew, because he was building a long story. He was building the epic. She only knew about the episode. And that's the lesson there, is that if we don't all understand where we're going and we can't explain it and be very visual about it and take people with us, our people will feel that all we are doing is building a single episode, and that will not be successful. And I guess a little bit about we here. For us, our end game is, and this is why we're independent, and I know this is why a number of you stay this way too, especially watching the last panel. We prioritize purpose over profits. We just do, and profits follow. And that's our end game. And that doesn't have to be your end game, but my point is you need to know what your end game is. And this was a life lesson taught to me by my father, who, when I started the company, I wrote this long business plan, blah, blah. And I took it to 2 venture capitalists, and I took it to a banker and an accountant, and I also took it to my dad. And he was the one that gave me the best advice, because he looked at it, he got this twinkle in it. He's kind of this way anyway, because he was in the science category, so he didn't really care much about the words on the paper, really. But he did say, that's a really good business plan, but really, why are you doing this? I must have sat there for 5 minutes looking at him like, what a question. Why do I need to answer that question? Why? Of course we know why. Stuck with me till today and beyond. Because if we don't know to what end and why we're doing something, why do it? Why do it at all? And so that's your question. Because as an indie, you have a chance to create whatever it is you want it to be. And you have a chance to architect it, whatever it is that you want it to become. And you can get your people to architect it with you, and they will love to go there with you. But you do need to know where you're going. And I would suggest to you that if you don't know, you should spend some time with them, because a lot of the people that even just joined your firm really do know, and it's an excellent exercise. So the question to you on this one really is to be sure that you know to what end you're doing what you're doing. And if you want to survive that impact zone, you will know the answer to that question. Build your epic, not just the episode.